Hello everyone, I'm Natasha. Welcome to Hooks and Stitches, and welcome to my 30-day walking challenge. My hair's everywhere, sorry about that. Just have to put up with it, I think. Can't do anything about it. Welcome to my channel for my challenge, and it's day 12 of 30. I'm so angry, and what better place to rant to you lot, because I'm sure you'll just have to listen. I'm so angry. Right, let me explain. Nothing about my work, nothing about my crochet or anything. It's just a rant about HelloFresh. 2 days ago we had the opportunity to have 40% off boxes, and then after that it was 10%. And the bloke on the end of the phone phoned us up and told us, talked us through the app and everything, and said, oh, it's going to be £25, this, that and the other. And we thought that was fine, because obviously, 5 meals and everything for 2 people, because my kids wouldn't eat it anyway. We'll give it a go. Anyway, he said, look through the menus and then choose, la la la. But that was when he had left the phone call. When I actually tapped into the app and realised that there wasn't anything much that we eat on it apart from the sausage and mash and maybe the burger. But the burger and the steak we had to use as a premium, so we had to pay more money on top anyway, which is standard because we've done Gusto boxes before and never had any issues. But that's because you can choose it before paying for it. But you see, HelloFresh, they do it and then they take the money 4 days before, which I think Gusto did do, but you do it weekly on there or something. Anyway, Gusto was really good, but HelloFresh, we didn't even know what the menu was before you had to put the payment details in. Anyway, we were looking through, and my husband and I said, well, there's literally nothing much unless we have sausage and chips, sausage and mash, all for the 5 days. There wasn't much else without having to pay anything on top. So he said we might as well cancel it. 30 minutes after I cancelled it, right, after we took it out, we cancelled it. So surely there must be a cooling off period. And anyway, today, 2 days afterwards, they take the money out of our account because they take the money 4 days before the box is due to come, and the box was due to come on Sunday. And I had an email to say that the confirmation of my account had been cancelled, right? So I didn't think anything of it. I phoned up to moan about the fact that they've taken £25 out of my account for something that I don't even have anymore because I cancelled the account anyway. They told me that, and I must have missed it in the terms and conditions, but they told me that if I had have phoned them yesterday, they could have stopped it. But because I didn't phone yesterday, because yesterday would have been day 5 before it got released, they can't do anything about it. So this poor bloke on the end of the phone, which obviously it's not his fault, is it? But this poor bloke on the end of the phone was listening to my rant, and then said, hold on a minute, let me just go and see what I can do about it. 2 or 3 minutes later, puts me on hold. 2 or 3 minutes later, he gives me half price back. But they're all meals that we don't eat, because they generate the box for you by the choices that you want. And I put low carb, low calorie, something else and something else, because I wanted a variety, because I thought you chose it among your choices, but you didn't necessarily have to have it, right? So now they can't stop the box from coming, but they've given it to me for half price because I moaned about it. So we've got meals that have been generated that we've never ever eaten before, with ingredients that we've never even heard of before and sound absolutely disgusting. So I'm annoyed. I'm really, really annoyed. And I'm sorry, but I just have to air off about it because I just need to show. It's just, why isn't there a cooling off period? Because it's not even like I did it the day before. I've literally did it 30 minutes afterwards, and they just have your payment details and then they just think they can just take it even though you don't want it. It's not the way to do things, and I'm really quite cross. Also, I'm about 10 minutes from my home now because I'm back onto the main road where I was yesterday when I spoke to you to say that I've walked all the way home talking to you. And that's only because I've been on the phone trying to sort out this payment that they've taken, which they didn't really need to. So I'm sorry, but for the rest of the video you're going to have to put up with the traffic now, so I apologise for that too. I'm just rather frustrated, and it's just not quite how I had planned, because I was really happy before that. Let me just go around here because cars stopped at the traffic lights. So yes, I will just, oh, it's just one of those things. I don't know. Anyway, let me just cross the road and then I'll talk to you again. There's just traffic everywhere. I think it's the wrong time of day. Right. Yeah, so I'm 10 minutes from home, and so I'll speak to you to tell me what I have to tell you, and then I will go, and hopefully the traffic noise won't be so bad. But yesterday, I don't know if any of you have seen my walk number 2 video, because I had to go and get a parcel from the in-post locker at the supermarket for Sienna, because I ordered her a little, well, I say little, obviously it's just a light rain mac, because I bought her a coat from Vinted. Yay, we love Vinted. And it had a fleece inside, you know, it was just woolly, so when it gets colder she can wear that. But I wanted her to have a light rain mat just in case, she didn't want to bring, you know, her big one, because it is still quite warm, and that'll be for like back end of October, I suppose, by the time this Indian summer of ours has disappeared, and November. So I just got her a rain max so that she could keep it in her bag, so I went to get that. So I thought I'd take you with me, and so that's that. I have discovered something about my body, because I was watching a YouTuber called a nutritionist called Autumn Bates, and she stipulated things to help better sleep, because I was waking up 2 or 3 times in the night and just not sleeping very well. I was only getting out to go to the loo once because of the amount I'm drinking, obviously. But she suggested not drinking. One of the things that she suggested was not drinking for an hour before I go to bed. So I've been doing that for the past 2 nights, and it's worked a treat. I cannot believe it, because normally I would drink right up until I went to sleep, because I have got quite a good bladder still, but you know, it is what it is, without too much information. And it does work a treat. I went to bed at 11. I stopped drinking at 9:30 because I usually go to bed 10:30. But I went to bed at 11 because I was trying to get some crochet done, which I'll tell you about in a minute. But it actually worked. I literally woke up just before my alarm, just before 6 o'clock, and I didn't go for a wee in the night, and I wasn't really disturbed in the night either, and my alarm went off and I got up, went for a wee, and that was fine. But it also means that today I'm not bloated. I mean, I've been drinking today, so my tummy's sticking out a little, but I was so much slimmer when I woke up this morning, and I went to school strutting about telling my friend that I work with, oh, look at my stomach, isn't it lovely, kind of thing, because it was almost flat and not looking like I am about a third into a pregnancy or something, you know. And so I'm really impressed. So I'm going to do that from going forward. And that was quite good. What else? I can't think. Yeah, so I don't think there's anything about with my intermittent fasting really that I need to think. I'm loving coconut water at the moment. I just got this small one from the shop to walk home with because I just needed some sort of flavour. Hang on a minute, I've got something stuck in my shoe. I needed something rather than just plain water, so I went to the shop to buy a small one, and it was actually £1, whereas they're quite expensive. In the supermarket they're like £2.50 just for that size, maybe a bit bigger I think actually, maybe. But yeah, so that was quite nice, and that's 250 mils, and that took the edge off. So at least I'll be hydrated for my walk home. Crochet wise, I started a baby blanket for Sienna's teacher that she had last year, and I'm doing squares, and I got to the third square and I thought something just isn't right. Anyway, I think I'd done it back to front because I'm choosing to do another gingham blanket again. Anyway, so I took them apart and then redone them, and I'm working in DK, but the white is quite a bit thicker than the other colours, so I don't know whether it will just look like a bit of, like it's raised. I don't know whether it will settle down after I washed it, but oh, sorry about the traffic, it's really loud. I don't know whether or not it will look like a pop of colour because it says slightly more raised than the other or not, but I've only just started it, so when I've done a full cycle, as I call it, like the full one pattern repeat, before I repeat the pattern, then I'll do a full circuit of it and then see what it looks like, which I'll show you in my next video, hopefully at the weekend. So I've been doing that, and I stripped it all back, and I thought I need to get it sorted before I go to bed. Anyway, I didn't want to be too long because I don't like going to bed too late because of being tired in the day. So I just left it as it was. And then after I completed the second one, and then I just got up this morning and finished the third square before I went to work, which then meant, of course, that I'm back where I started from last night. Well, before I had to rip it back. And sorry, another influx of traffic. And then so tonight then I can just press on, and I'm going to try and get all the squares of all the colours onto it before I do anything else, just so that I can say that I made a good start on it. And in between then I will go back to my folk art blanket, because I'm properly into that now, and I'm getting it all organised, because I do love it a lot. And then my other thing that I want to get done, hopefully before the weekend, is the fox's face. So let's all go in the hooks and stitches crochet land. I just wish I had more time to do it. And I've got another 23 years before I retire to be able to do it most of the day. I don't know. These things are sent to try us, I suppose. But that's it. That's all I've been doing. So I weigh myself again tomorrow morning, so time will tell. I'm hoping to have lost some, seeing as I've been walking for the rest for this week, and for sorting out my drinking. Maybe I put on the weight because of the fact I was drinking right up until bedtime. So maybe it will make a difference. If I'm not going to do that tonight, maybe I'll be a bit lighter, and then I'll feel a bit happier about myself. But work's going well, and everything's hunky-dory in my life, other than this pesky HelloFresh thing. And it was only because I wanted to just not have to keep going to the supermarket. And I thought that we'd give HelloFresh a go to see if it was anything like Gusto. Because we tried Gusto about 6 months ago. And it was, probably more than that now, actually. Yeah, maybe, actually, yeah, probably nearly 12 months ago. And we were doing boxes. My daughter was doing it as well, because she lived with us then, and we were cooking together, so it was good mother and daughter bonding times and things. Anyway, thought it was going to be a good idea, and clearly it's not. So I think I just need to put it down to a bad experience and move on from it. They won't send us any more, although he's hoping that I'm going to be renewing my subscription, because it will be stuff that really is lovely and it's going to change my mind. And typically I hope it is nice, because then at least I've spent £12.50 for not just nothing, because I can't even give it to a food bank because of it being fresh. They won't take it, so who knows. We'll just have to cross our fingers and hope that on Sunday it does turn out to be nice. Anyway, goodbye my darlings, and I will speak to you again tomorrow. Take care. Bye.